Come again. What did you just say? Rhys teased, and I rolled my eyes in frustration. I said I will start living with you all. I said out loud. Oh, that's good. Caden chuckled. But I can't leave my sick mother at home. What do you expect me to do? Do you still want me to stay, or? I asked, hoping that they could change their mind and allow me to live with my mother back at home. Well, that's not a problem. We could hire a nurse for her. Don't worry, it is going to be a professional nurse, and you're not going to regret having her take care of your mother. Rhys replied, nodding his head. Yeah, and I'm sure your mother will get better in no time when we leave her in the nurse's hands. Caden added, with a smile. Now, get to the kitchen and prepare us a midnight snack. Rhys snapped. I dragged my feet reluctantly towards the kitchen and put on my apron. I wished I could sleep or sort, but these guys just kept proving to be monsters without human feelings. As soon as I was done cooking, I served the three of them, and while serving Ethan, his scent was so intoxicating that I couldn't hide my mesmerized expression. He stared up at me and batted his eyes like he was startled. I batted my eyes awkwardly and looked away. It was so embarrassing to have looked at him that way and be caught. I will do you the honor of showing you your new room, mademoiselle, Rhys said, then walked ahead of me. I followed me as we walked up the stairs and walked towards a room door which had a tag, Ethan. I looked around and noticed there were only 2 rooms on this floor. Are your rooms not here? I asked as Rhys opened the door to my new room. No, only your room and Ethan's are here, Rhys answered as he went inside. The room was bigger than my room back at home, and it seemed cozy enough to put me to sleep once I lie on the bed. The wallpaper around my room had the color of the night sky and bright stars decorating it wonderfully. Then the ceiling had a crystal-looking chandelier, while the marble floor was squeaky and cool. I gaped at how beautiful my room looked like. I had actually expected that my room would look dusty and that of a maid, but this was all so different. So, this is your room. I'll take my leave now, Rhys announced, walked out and shut the door behind him. I dropped my phone on the bed and walked up to the bathroom. Wow, I exclaimed in amazement. Even the bathroom was bigger than my previous room, and it looked so captivating. The bright golden bulb illuminated the bathroom and gave it this heartwarming glow. The bathtub was big and had clean water in it, and the walls were pink and pretty. There was everything I needed. Soap, a scrub, a pretty towel, etc. I shook my head to shake off my fantasy and moistened my lips. Regardless of this, it doesn't stop them from being so mean at times. It was best not to think they are lovely or sort, or I would get a heartbreak instead. I walked back to the bedroom and laid flatly on the bed, staring at the ceiling blankly. I hope this contract ends soon. I need to be free. The next day, I was woken up by a heavy knock. I sluggishly opened my eyes and rubbed it just to take the sleep off my eyes. The sun shone on my face and helped me open my eyes even faster. The door was hid again, and I jumped up and looked left and right. Why, yes, I muttered out and walked up to the door, only to see Rhys staring at me and shaking his head. So, you were still sleeping? Come on, get something to wear. My brothers and I are going to a field to exercise. You need to get down to the sitting room in 5 minutes. He instructed and slammed the door at me. I felt a rage of anger building up and grumbled. I couldn't have my bath, so I decided to check the cupboard, and there was nothing to change into. I guess I'll be wearing these same clothes this morning. I rinsed my mouth and washed my face, then scurried downstairs to the sitting room. To my shock, they were all half naked. Rhys's body was killer and hot, with his 6-packs shaping his body into a mind-blowing one. I gaped in amazement as my eyes drifted off to Caden, who looked hot as well. His body was a bit sweaty, but I could smell his nice scent from here. His nipples looked inviting, and he had a really nice chest that got me dripping. And there was Ethan, looking effortlessly handsome and cool. He picked up his tank top and the way he raised his hand to where it looked like he was in slow motion, helping me to see his great abs and wonderful body physique. Their bodies were the hottest I have ever seen. Reese walked up to me and leaned over to my ears. I believe you should be picking up our golf sticks and every other thing needed, rather than stealing looks at our bodies. I moved my head to look at him, and our lips almost touched, making me gasp in shock and jumping back. My eyes were still widened in shock, and I could hardly gulp down my saliva. Reese and Caden chuckled like they knew exactly what they were doing. Then Caden walked up to me and put his golf stick in my hand, then leaned over to my neck, which made me cringe and nervous. My heartbeat began to pace faster and louder, then Reese pulled back and stared into my eyes. "Why is your heartbeat that loud?" he asked, obviously teasing me. Gosh, I didn't sign up for this. What more could they have in store for me? Please download Novels Ago and search the code in the upper left corner to continue reading.